My lips is on fire too. I'm sorry.
Why?
Hey, camera. Go ahead, start your video. Say what you say.
What do I usually say?
Say, I don't know.
Say, alright, I don't know.
Say what Hi.
Hello.
I'm Denzel's friend.
What's your name?
I'm Taje.
Thought it was Kyla.
A.K.A. Kyla Brown.
Where'd you get that from?
It's my alter ego. You know, like Penny Proud. Kyla Pratt. That's my twin sister.
It's Kyla Pratt and Kyla Brown.
Yeah, Kyla's from Kyla Pratt and Brown is because I'm married to Chris Brown.
But Tyrese is your baby father.
No, don't you God. Tyrese is my man.
Okay, wait, now I'm confused. You said that Tyrese is your baby father.
No, Tyrese is my husband. Me and Tyrese are married. But I love Chris Brown too.
So you're married to Chris Brown and Tyrese?
We can go with that.
Okay.
We can go with that.
Alright, that's what we're gonna go with. What's up, everyone? So I'm here with Kyla Brown, aka Taje. Me and her have been friends since my freshman year in high school. Besties. You're actually the only person that I call bestie, and
Like the
vice
first
versa.
day we met.
Yeah, it's funny because we were calling each other that before we even met in person, because I met her the summer before I started going to the school online, and then we were like, oh, I don't know how. On Facebook. And I don't even know how. We had mutual friends, but I don't know how we started calling each other bestie, but it stuck, and we actually, I guess, like, eventually we actually grew into the title because we talk about a lot of stuff now.
Mm-hmm. We talking about a lot of stuff back then too.
Yeah, we did.
I was all in your business.
That is very true.
I was like, ooh, what y'all be doing? What you be doing?
and then we had piano class together. Taje she was a problem child. We'll say that. I was new to the school, like I said, because it was a charter school. They all came from like 5th grade and everything. It's funny, actually. You can scroll all the way down on my channel, and you'd probably find videos of me and Taje playing piano. So there's that. I just remembered. But yeah.
Silent Night? Oh,
yeah.
Off the Red
We have a few actually.
We do.
Yeah, we have a few. I was back when I looked really weird. I still look kind of weird, but I'm glowing up. The glow up is like, it's coming. So it was this teacher that when I started coming to the school, then I just remember like it very foggy, but she told my mom about how Taje was such a problem child and she was horrible and this, that, and she was trying to get you right. And then finally I come to the school, and I don't know how I did it, but somehow I was able to get you to at least behave a little bit more.
He occupied me, basically.
And everywhere it's like, oh, where's Taje? Everywhere I was going, it's like, where's Taje? Where's Taje? So yeah.
All his friends was haters. They was like, he didn't even know her. He didn't even know her. Haters.
But now look at us. Those are the same friends that I barely talk to, if at all, nowadays. So there it is.
Look who we know now.
Anyway, so I'm here in New York, and we just finished watching Black Mirror. We watched like a few episodes and everything. I put her on, and then she started binge watching it and everything. And we, like I said, have a lot of interesting conversations, and I just wanted to take this time with her because she's like, hey, we should do a video. I'm like, you know what? Why not? Because when you're talking to Taje effortlessly, things just roll. So I plan to ask like just a lot of questions, probe, stuff like that, and see where it goes to. And Taje, I actually referenced her. I don't know if I said her name or not, but in the ESTP video with Rashad, when Rashad kept on talking about the I don't care and detachment and all of that, Taje is like one of my main examples of an ESTP, like when I think of that, because as kind as she seems to be right now, don't let the smile fool you. She is savage.
I'm that sweet.
That's the thing. She is, but she's not. She's very honest. I'll say that. She's extremely honest, but she's also very detached, and she can flip so quickly. The word that I often described, like used to like describe her, like the perfect adjective for her is, what was the word? Apathetic.
Yes. Yeah.
I used to say that word to like, Taje, you express so much apathy. You're so apathetic. And that is indifference due to lack of energy or concern, which is atypical for, it's typical for an ESTP. It's funny too because when I got Taje to like watch the video of Rashad and everything, she said she watched it, and I was actually surprised that she sat down and watched the whole thing. But then later on, she told me like, "Oh no, every time you guys started talking about like the functions and type and everything, I skipped over those parts." And I'm like, "That's like the whole video." But yeah, so Taje, ESTP. We already have an ESTP interview video, but this is just fun. Talking, with my friends. I did live video with David the other day.
You did?
Yeah, I did. It was a live video. We're actually planning on doing another one. No, me and David.
No,
well, we're gonna do a live
one
video.
after
A live. Yeah, it was a live stream
How many
on
people were
YouTube.
watching?
At the time, it was like 7 to 8. Yeah, it was small. But then afterwards, it already hit like, I think like 70 something views last I checked, and it was just on Sunday, I believe, or Monday. Yeah, Monday. Anyway, yeah. Why do you think that you are so emotionally removed from certain things? Like it's nothing to you to lose friends. Thankfully, I'm still here. But like, I can't fathom it.
I'm not emotionally detached per se. I would say I think it's a circle of life. Like, so boom. I can't force you to stay here
right
in my life. So if you wanna go, then bounce.
But do you care that they're leaving?
No. What am I supposed to do about that? Like, what do you want me to? What exactly am I supposed to do to keep you?
Well, it's not about trying to keep the person, but do you care? Like no. Me, because like I can relate to you then, where I've always been the type of dude, like, if my girl wants to leave, if she wants to break up, whatever, I'm not about to, baby, no, gotta stay.
I'm not gonna cry. Like,
I'm gonna just be like, dang, like, that sucks. I care. But there's nothing that I can do to, like, at least...
I'm gonna find someone else. I'm not ugly. I feel like if one door closes, another one opens. So if you leave, someone better is gonna come around.
Including friends?
Friends, I don't really need them. So.
Okay, so what if I decided that because I was upset, then I just would have decided to like leave your life?
We'll be friends again.
What makes you say that?
We will. We had a few falling outs sometimes. Not like big ones, but little falling outs. And
we had one big one. I did.
I didn't have a falling out.
No, we okay.
You were upset with me. I didn't even know that you were upset with me.
Yeah, that happens. Just a quick background story from what I can least recall. I'm so bad with holding grudges, but this one I tried very hard to like keep it. Taje, she's really, 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 really good now. Like with this, but a couple years ago, even just last year maybe, she was horrible with texting. I could just tell, like, I could see her being like, that's not important. And so then she just decides not to respond. Or we
like
can
I
be
just
like,
did just now. How you text me, literally.
And she literally would like we'd be in a whole conversation, and as soon as like it's not like
the way I want it to be. Exactly.
Then she just stopped responding. And the way that I felt about that is like, okay, if we're supposed to be friends, because I mean clearly you now understand that concept, but it's like if we're supposed to be friends, then even if you may not care, because I care, you should care, because that's how I am. That's just kind of like a rule that not everybody knows, but I guess whatever. I got like really annoyed because I kept on making an effort to see her and to hang out with her and everything. And I'm not like the type to like overextend myself. I do overextend. I meet people more than halfway, yes. But I'm not gonna go up to like 80% of the way. I'm probably gonna go up to like 65. 70 max. Like max. But I was really trying like, yo, so how about we hang out on Tuesday or blah blah, and she would literally tell me something like, oh yeah, I can't, or she would agree to, and then she just wouldn't like hit me up or whatever. I'm like, hey, am I still coming over today? Whatever, no response. But then you see her like on Snapchat or whatever. The last straw, pretty much, was one day we were supposed to hang out, and it was really important to me. I forgot why, but yeah, it was. It was really important to me. Like, I really wanted to hang out and everything. And she said, yeah, sure. Like, we agreed to it and everything. She didn't give me a set time, but we agreed to it. And that morning, I had like texted her and everything, and I'm like, yo, so, because she said that she's gonna let me know in the morning. So I hit her up in the morning. She still hadn't responded. All of that. Then I saw her on Snapchat. Snapchat be getting people in trouble. I try not to be that guy, but that one time I couldn't help it. I saw her on Snapchat, and she was like, you were out with Jaisha and all of them, like at the mall or something. I'm like, really? And you're like, oh my God, it just came up, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. Because this was like the third time, and you don't even like reschedule. You just be like, I can't make it, or you just stop at the time. And so I was like, you know what? Clearly I'm trying too hard over here. So I just stopped. I just cut it off.
I didn't even notice that I was cut off until he came to my job. With his
you can't say it like that.
You came
First
to
of
my
all,
job.
you work at Red Lobster. so don't act like this is some, what was that Tyler Perry movie? Acrimony stuff. I did not show up at your job with flowers or something.
No, but you came with your friends. He knew I worked there.
I did know that you worked there. Did I know that you were going to be there that night? Did I recommend? No. Red Lobster, the place where she was working at the time, she don't work there no more, but she worked at the Red Lobster right next to David's place. We were celebrating David's older sister's birthday, and graduation, everything like that. So she's like, yo, we're gonna take you out to Red Lobster because it's literally like 5 minutes from there. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm thinking like, yo, Taje works there. Me and her aren't talking. I wonder.
He wasn't talking.
Well, clearly we weren't talking because you didn't even notice.
I didn't.
So we weren't talking.
I would have spoken.
But we weren't talking. That's the thing.
And he didn't even want to say hi to me or nothing. I was like, hi. Or happy to see him. He was like, hi.
Yeah, David was all surprised. He was like, isn't that Ty? I was like, yeah. And he didn't know that me and her, like nobody, well, I think Jamila knew. But yeah, other than that, like nobody else
You
really
knew her
knew.
back then?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was literally like,
2 years ago?
yeah. I've known Jamila for 5 years.
I worked at Red Lobster last year. I think.
Yeah, this is probably last.
I need to get that.
So we walked in, me and David's family and everything, and then she was like at the front, and she saw me, and she was all like, hey! And she was genuinely happy to see me. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit bad. Like I was like, in my head, I was having like conflict. I was like, shoot, how should you respond? Like, cause I didn't wanna, I guess typical F.E. Dom, like I didn't wanna cause like tension between and make it like awkward because the family that I was with, like David's whole family was with me, and she was taking us to our table, and she's over here like being really kind and everything to me, and I'm like very closed off, and I'm thinking in my head like, dang, I'm really like amping up the awkwardness. So we all sat down, and then she's like, because she clearly caught the vibe. She's like, okay. She walked away, but she seemed unbothered at the same time. Typical. Care. Exactly. And that's the problem. You don't care. She would come back to the table every now and again. And this is the interesting thing. She didn't care, but not that she didn't care as in like, not that she didn't care as in like, all right, then, forget him. Like, I'm just not going to talk to him. But she didn't care as in like, I'm literally just going to act like whatever vibes that he's sending is not really happening. Because she boldly came to the table in the middle of all of us talking, and she just started talking to me. She's like, so, how's everything going? Blah, blah. And I'm like, does this girl not know? Like, I know that everybody, because we were even at the table, and I was like, yo, is it that obvious? Dave was like, bruh. And then Rhoda, his older sister, she was like, oh, you mean how you and homegirl, like, have something going on? I don't know what's going on, but that was really awkward. I was like, dang, like, I felt bad. But then so clearly I know that she picked up on it, because I'm very kind, nice to her, whatever. So if I switched up like that. Anyway, she comes over to the table, and she's like, being all nice, whatever, trying to talk to me, and I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, oh, haha, cool. And finally, I guess, like, after you had left, I felt bad, so I was like...
Moral of the story, he came back.
I went back to her, and I was like, look, honestly, I've been upset, or whatever, because this is that. And we discussed it, and she was like, yo, I picked up that you were, like, acting this way, but... I didn't even know that you was upset before now and everything. I'm like thinking like, that's the whole problem. How do you not pick if we're supposed to be close like this? Yeah, so all of that whole story to say like, how does that work for you?
Like, it works very well. Very, very well. If it did not, I would be in my feelings a lot. I'd be all sensitive and I would drag everything.
Do you think that you're sensitive?
Yes.
Okay, so explain that. How are you sensitive but you're also detached? And you don't care, but then you do.
Because my feelings be hurt sometimes. It does. My feelings be hurt, but I don't show it. Like, you would never know that my feelings are hurt.
So you do care, but you just don't show that you care? Or how do you differentiate?
I would care.
You would care. Okay,
like, I care. It depends on the situation. So, boom. I say so boom a lot, guys. So, boom. Denzel and I had a little falling out. And if he never spoke to me again... I would have tried like once and a half times.
Once and a half.
Like I would have texted him like, hey, no response. Okay. And then I feel like I would have bumped into him again, and if he didn't say anything, it would have just been whatever.
Okay.
And but then, I don't like being ignored. So like if you were just blatantly like just ignoring me, then
right.
Then my feelings would have been like, then who do you think you are?
So you don't like being ignored, huh?
No. That's what I think. I think when I feel like you are like just doing it to me, like embarrassment or something like that. That's when.
And then, so the situation we were talking about before, that was embarrassing for me. It's like, yo, I'm trying to hang out with her. You made me look like I'm like thirsty or something to hang out.
I didn't make you look thirsty. Nobody knew. Nobody saw.
I saw. That's the thing. Nobody would have saw that you're texting me and I'm blatantly ignoring you.
Yeah, but that's still my feelings, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That would be my feelings.
But then it would have been like, after a while, it would have been like, whatever.
And then you would have just been like, okay, move on.
Yeah, send it up.
And then
I would have had no choice but to do that. If you think about it.
Yeah. Okay, so my whole thing is, I know that you don't always have a choice. But can you still... But how much do you care even when you don't have a choice? That's my whole thing.
Not enough.
Because I don't have a choice oftentimes, but I still care. Do you know what I mean? Like, dang, like this person blocked me, or dang, this whatever.
Well, whenever you unblock me is when you unblock me. I'm not about to sit there.
But you don't care.
I'll get over it.
You'll get over it. How long does it usually take for you to get over stuff?
About an hour.
How would you even define a friend? Loyal.
Honest fits with loyal, right?
Right.
You know, someone, you know, that I can talk to. We have to be a bit compatible, you know.
Got you. Would you say that I'm your friend?
Yes.
Okay. What makes me your friend?
Even though we're very opposite, we do click. We click.
How are we opposite?
And we are very opposite. We are opposite. You see, I'm just cursing and stuff. I think straight to the point, like right here. Like right here, right now. Like I would, like when he came over, I was like, we gonna make a video, stuff like that. The other day, he was like, I gotta think of stuff to talk about, and I gotta think of what the video should be about. And it's like, you know, we just gonna go.
How does that usually work for you, though?
To go with the flow?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really bad. It goes really bad sometimes.
Mm.
Other times it goes well. When it
Okay.
goes bad, it goes bad.
Okay.
Bad.
Do you have any examples of that?
Mm-mm. Yes. Say, okay, it's kind of like a relationship thing.
Mm.
Someone that I'm dealing with does something dumb,
Mm.
pisses me off
People do dumb stuff.
all the time. Say I see you talking to a girl. I'm gonna go talk to 2 boys now because you pissed me off. that's my first reaction. And I'm gonna do it in your face.
Wow.
You know, and that goes really bad. It doesn't go the way I want it to go.
Would that hurt your feelings when
It doesn't
you
go to
talk to a girl, and so it's like
No,
your feelings are hurt, and so then, or is it just like literally like you're just being petty, but you're not really like hurt by it?
My feelings would be hurt because it didn't go the way I wanted it to go at the end of the day.
Mm.
I don't really care to talk to people. I don't care what you do.
Okay.
I'm just as cute as you are.
That's good. You have confidence. You would define yourself as a very nice and friendly person.
I would, but people don't see me as that.
Why not?
People actually think I'm really mean.
And you don't see.
I'm
how
like
they
mean
think
with
that?
a sweet heart. I'm mean with a sweet heart.
Okay. And how? So would you say that I'm mean?
No, I think you're extremely nice and just you're really nice.
Okay. So then,
Generous.
if your level of niceness, friendliness, whatever, where would it rank? Like
Mine from 1 to 10.
Yeah, 1 to 10.
So mine, I would give it about a 6.
You know that's still failing, right?
Yes, I do. I do. I think I'm really nice, but if you see me on the street or something like that, and you know if you was just nice, like, hey, how you doing, sweet smile? No, get out my face.
That's just the New York in you, probably.
No, just get out my face. You're really nice. I think you're like a 8.
8. Okay. Oh, so it's not a 10 though. No, I'm not saying that it should be. What makes it not a 10?
8 or 9. What makes it not a 10?
Yeah.
You have your moments. You have your moments.
Could you define?
But your moments come out when it's supposed to come out. So like if I did something to piss you off, then it'll come out. Mine just come out because, listen, you don't get me to that point. I'm gonna let you know now. Like that time in high school when what did Garfield say to you?
Oh, I remember.
And then you just shocked everybody. He said something to you, and then it came. Your meanness came out. Me, no.
I don't remember what exactly happened. I mean, I remember the situation, as in, like, I remember that I said something.
And you just made him look stupid.
He was making fun of me. He said, people make fun of me, and I just be quiet. I don't say anything back, usually.
Generous.
But this time, it was just too much. So I finally said one of my many comebacks that I have crawling through my mind all the time.
Saying words nobody understood.
Yeah, I condescended him. I don't even remember what I said.
Only the teacher was like, oh. Excuse me? Only the teacher knew what he meant.
Yeah, everybody was confused because I said a whole bunch of big words, and he looked stupid. Shout out to you if you're watching this, Garfield. But he looked pretty dumb, and like I said, I don't remember what he said to me. I don't remember what I said to him, but I lashed back, and immediately, I think this is why I don't usually say what's on my mind like that, because after that, he knew that he couldn't go at it with me verbally. I literally shut him down. Like, I literally shut him down. But now, he got up, he pushed his chair in, and he wanted to fight. And I'm like, come on, man.
Well,
like, I'm African. My parents don't play that. If I get suspended, I'm not going to only have to fight you. I'm going to have to fight my dad. Like, I don't want to do all of this. And so I know, like, after that, I was like, come on, man. Like, no, just stop. And he dead tried to keep on fighting me. And I was just like, yo, come on. Like, I think I even, like, apologized to him or something. Like, yo, man.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing to you.
So you would fight him?
You started with me.
You would fight him though, and get suspended?
Suspend me. I don't want to be in school anyway.
Yeah.
I think I say stuff before people even say something to me. Like, you dumb. Get out my face. Like, you know, like, oh, my student. He's such a sweet. You know, I work with autistic kids, and he just be wanting to play with his dinosaur on my leg. I mean, get off of me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. People will be like, hi.
So then what makes you feel like you're friendly and nice? Like I said, 6 is still failing.
It is, but I think I'm really nice because, like, I'll do stuff I don't want to do for people.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that. You do spend a lot of money on other people. Like,
I do.
Yeah, I feel like gift giving is your love language, pretty much. Like,
someone said that to me.
Really?
Essence.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like, I feel like my main one is quality time, then words of affirmation, then physical touch, then gifts, then acts of service.
Really? There's a book about it. There's a book called The 5 Love Languages or something like that.
Yeah, and then there's a test too. So
There is?
Yep. Yeah, you should take it. But I feel
everything.
like quality time is maybe like second or third.
For you?
Yours. For you.
For me?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. For me, I feel like, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like you enjoy being like around people, but it's not like your main thing.
It sure isn't.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why.
I feel like if we spend time together, you know, you are someone, because I will turn into Houdini as soon as you say, let's hang out.
Yeah, thank you for not doing that
I will respond to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and she said earlier.
Yeah, we've grown clearly, like, and you actually even asked me to remind you this time. So
yeah, I'm forgetful.
We've been progressing. Yeah, my mother knows you. She's always been talking, oh, how's Taje?
She still asks about me?
Yeah, my mother asks about you all the time. So there's that. Everybody used to think that we were together in high school, or that we were gonna be together, but we were just really cool. Yeah, I compared us to people from Victorious, Andre and Tori from Victorious. Like, they were really cool. They were just really cool friends or whatever. But did you ever watch that show? Yeah. They were really, yeah, me too. But yeah, they were really cool, really close, and all of that. And like, I guess from the outside looking in, it's like, yo, y'all two should be together or whatever. But like, they know, like, I know that we wouldn't work out.
We wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
Define crazy.
We view things very different.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't think your arguments are right.
No.
I argue.
Yeah.
I argue, I fight, or like, we gonna go at, who is this? And he's religious. I'm not.
Spiritual.
What?
Spiritual.
What's
I feel
the
like,
difference?
well, I'm not gonna go deep
Yeah,
into
look,
it.
come on.
Yeah.
He's spiritual, and I am not. I have my moments, but I'm not. So we just have different views on everything.
True.
I was about to say I have sex dreams. Jesus Christ. I do call him because he prays. I don't, you know.
Well, you be praying.
I pray now because I be having nightmares and stuff. I mean,
thank God for the nightmares. And we knew this even back in high school. Like, yeah, we're just bestest friends. But if we were to get together, like, her lifestyle, I'm not judgmental towards it.
Like, in high school, I used to drink. Well, I still drink. I used to smoke and all that stuff. He just.
You even went through, like,
I don't understand how we were friends.
I was fascinated by you.
You were?
Yeah, I was fascinated because I didn't understand how you were doing all the things that you were doing, and you just didn't care. Like, you just.
Because who's gonna tell me what?
But the way that you treated me, at least, or the way that we would interact, it made me be like, it was like anybody else could say things to her and stuff, and she'd go off on them. But then as soon as I step in, I'm like, yo, Taje, blah, blah, blah. She'd be like, all right.
He threw Jesus at me when he said it.
I don't think I always threw Jesus
You
at you.
did. You used to be
Always?
like, yes, even with smoking, you used to be like,
Okay.
how would you feel if you came home and your house was filled with smoke? You think you could breathe in there? And they don't, but that's how Jesus feels. Like, okay, I won't smoke then.
Yo, that sounds like something I would have said back in high school. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's funny. Okay, I can see that. You were fascinated with me, too, because Taje's very into, like MBTI, she's like, about it, because it's funny. I think it's for you, those of you who know about MBTI, I think it's an inferior NI thing. It's like, she doesn't really care much about like the actual like factual, or not even like factual, but stuff like that you can actually research or whatever, I guess. But she's really into stuff like zodiac signs and like, you know, like demonic stuff, you know, like
zodiac signs aren't demonic.
No, I'm just
horoscopes are demonic.
Yeah, horoscopes are demonic.
I don't read my future.
Yeah, that's good. And that's a whole other video for something. But yeah, she used to be like, she still is, like, she's just very fascinated by like the mystical, not really the psychological. So if I try to explain something to her in like a very psychological, academic type of manner, and she'll be like, yeah, okay. But then you used to talk to this dude at your old job.
I had a crush on him.
Yeah.
So listen to him.
And okay, I feel okay. So that was why you were interested in what he had to say.
No, I was into my zodiac sign.
Yeah.
So, but he was just like saying it in like this mystical way.
Yeah, like
he was a guru.
All right, imitate him for us.
Imitate him. Okay. He had a beard. He used to be like, you know. He used to be like, you know, God is not real. I am God. I am God. You know, God is in your mind. You are God. Whatever you say, you can do. I'm like, oh, really? That's interesting. You know, like the sun, the stars, the astrology, all that's real. You know, you can you could travel through the world in your dreams and stuff. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. So like when you're in the sleep paralysis, just climb up. He used to tell me that all the time. Like, hell no, I ain't climbing nowhere. I'm not climbing nothing.
So she was very fascinated by the mystical and everything, and then she would come back to me and she's like, yo, you know what this dude was telling me about? Like, Taje,
he always wanted to talk to Denzel. He had so much to say to Denzel.
Yeah, I had a lot to say to him too. I was waiting for like the conversation to like spark
to
up.
Him.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He still believes that, you know, we're made from evolution and stuff like that. And he's God. You can't tell him nothing. God is not real. He is God. It's like Kanye West.
Yeah. Well, Kanye West doesn't believe in that anymore.
Because he was dumb.
He was dumb?
No, he is dumb. Kanye West is just dumb.
Oh, that is... Well, he's crazy.
Yes.
It's not Ralph, though.
Ain't two men in on that horse. There's one man. That is Ralph.
Yeah. No, I mean, do you get it?
No, I didn't get it. I did not catch on.
Kanye joke. Yeah, like I said, Taje was very into the mystical, all that. Tried to talk to this dude. And she would always come back to me, like, saying, like, yo, this is what he said, and blah, blah, blah. And he said, like, the Bible is around. I'm like, yo, I studied apologetics. I looked at the philosophy. I did this. Like, it's like not that simple.
The Matrix. He thinks we're the Matrix. No, not we're, but, you know, he thinks the world works like the Matrix.
I get what you mean. Like in a simulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we're just the sim.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is...
how we won't know until we die.
The crazy thing is, like, I entertain thoughts like that. Like, these are the type of conversations, stuff like what he was saying, like, I entertain it, I look into it, all of that, think about it, we have discussions about it. But, no, you're good. Okay. But I just don't believe it. It's just fun to, like, theorize about. But I have my set beliefs. And clearly, like, he had his. And there's that. But yeah, that was fascinating. That was very fascinating, like what he used to say and do and all of that.
I'm just looking at myself. Your other ESTP.
Yes.
What are the similarities between me and him?
You guys are both apathetic. You guys are both into you guys switch. Like, he's into style and looking cool and everything, and you guys are both very confident, but then at the same time he's not so much into style. And that's what is interesting about you. Like, when you want to look nice, you be looking nice. Like, you really like know how to look nice and everything, and you'll buy like all these designer like clothes and everything. So you got Jordans sitting over there, and you just showed me $179 Jordans that you're about to buy again. Like,
they're the same ones. They same shoe, just they different colors.
Yeah, and like that's kind of like how like he is. Like he can get fancy like when he wants to, but then it's like either one extreme or the other. Like, and that's another similarity between you two. You guys are both like very funny without even knowing that you're being funny. Like, oftentimes like when it's not even what you say all the time, but it's like just how you say it. Like, for example, just previously in this video, if it's me, I see the text message. I'm like, oh, who's that? Oh, okay, cool, whatever. Or I can just glance at it. Oh, who's that? All right. Her, she's like, yo, who is texting me? And it's like, relax. And I feel like that's kind of like just one of those moments where it's like the way that you say things and the way that you like imitate people, like the whole beard thing, all of that. You two both have that in common. Y'all are both like performers, but then y'all are both like cool, chill, and all that. And you guys can come off as like very quiet and reserved.
Quiet and reserved.
But then you can also be like very boisterous.
It depends on who I'm around.
Right. That is true.
Like, I'm comfortable with you, so I'm gonna be alright.
Yeah.
But if I'm like walking into like somewhere my first day, I'll be all quiet into myself. I have this girl at my job. She's a Virgo.
She's a Virgo.
I am into zodiac signs.
Do you know what I am?
When's your birthday? All right, no problem.
My sign is a cross.
That's not helping. Just give me the month.
You were telling the story.
December. No, you're in January. No, you're not.
Lack of SI.
I'm gonna look later on Facebook.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not upset. I forget people's birthdays all the time.
All right. This girl at my job, she's a Virgo. And she noticed that my very first day, you can't tell, like, anything about me. Like, I have no enthusiasm. I just be like...
You really do just be sitting there like this.
I just be with a blank face. You wouldn't know nothing about me.
Serious blank face.
My second day, she came to speak to me or whatever, and then we were stopped. And then... and then I started interacting a little bit. But even though I was interacting, you still can't tell the type of person I am. To myself, I just be like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Cool, whatever. Keep it pushing. Don't talk to me. And then someone that I liked, someone was cute, came in for their first time. I was like, hey, how you doing? I went and sat next to her. They're like, oh, she's sitting next to her? Oh, shit, they know I'm talking about a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they seen her bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
That's why another reason we couldn't be together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, come, I brought her chair over to my table. All that. And then I started showing, like, my actual self. Like, there's like, oh, this girl is crazy. I started cursing the girl out at work. And ready to beat my coworkers up. I was ready to beat this girl up one day. I was like, I don't even care about this job. Fire me. Fire me and call the cops. I don't care.
I would say that another adjective that I would put for Taje is she's tactical, but short-sighted. You don't see the future implications. Like, I remember that we were talking about, like, we were talking about prayer and stuff. Like, man, you need to tell God, Denzel, to give me this. I'm like, well, what if he's not giving it to you for a reason, whatever? She was like, okay, well, how about you, I just make a deal with him, like,
I'll get it and I'll take the consequences.
Yeah, and you'll take the I was like, what?
I will take the consequences. Just give it to me.
And you don't even know what the consequences are.
That's fine.
And it's like, that's so short-sighted. I likened it to like I gave her this whole analogy. Was like, okay, what if we had cookie dough, raw cookie dough, cut it up into pieces. All you got to do is just put it in the oven for like 12 to 15 minutes. Put it in the oven or whatever. And you have to wait until it's done. When it's done, you take it out, you let it cool. Then you enjoy the cookies. Nice. But if you are too impatient to put it in the oven and wait and all of that, and you start eating the cookie dough raw, well, number one, and this is like, this could be like a slippery slope, but still, like, you guys will get the point. Number one, it doesn't even taste as good as if it would have been baked. So there's that. You're not even completely enjoying it for like what it could have been. Number two, you get sick. And now that you get sick, you're not able to go to your job, which means you're losing out on money. And now that you're sick, you're also at the hospital, which now you're going to be having like hospital bills that you're going to have to pay, but you're not even getting money and all of that. And all of these things are just happening to you just because you didn't put it in the oven and wait and be patient.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Exactly. Short-sighted. Then just going back to the whole, like, you saw a pretty girl thing, you're like, hello, or whatever. I think that's another similarity that you and Rashad would have. He said it in the video. He's like, yeah, he can be kind of like shallow at times, but
he said he got the girl in the end, right?
Yeah, he did.
I did too.
There you have it.
I can read music, but I can't play it. I can read it to you though.
Yeah,
sure can.
You used to teach me how to read music because I play by ear. So I know, like, if you give me like about 2 hours, I could probably get through the first line now.
I would have been through the rest. I can read it. I just can't play it though.
Yeah, so look at us. Teamwork.
Yeah, he was teaching me songs.
Yeah, I still need to get on that. She stole a piano from the school.
I did.
How do you do that?
I stole the whole keyboard that's in my room. The whole keyboard, the chord too, like all of it. It was pretty easy though. All you had to do is, can I borrow a piano, please? And smile, be all cute. He was like, yeah, sure. Just bring it back by Monday. You think you're gonna see me on Monday? Denzel's in the bathroom. I have some chapstick and I don't know where it is. You were about to say before your next question.
Right.
Just because I text you back don't mean I want to talk on the phone with you. I'm not answering the phone. She's just going to ring.
Yeah, last question and wrapping up. What are the best ways to, like, appeal to you? Like, because like I said, we don't know your love language stuff. Like, so some people, they like the words of affirmation. Some people, they like words are cheap. Some people like getting gifts and stuff like that.
I do like gifts, but that appeal to me, dang, it takes a lot. It does. It does. Like, gifts is cool, but I can accept a gift and still ignore you, honestly. I like compliments.
Okay. So, what type of compliments are your favorite?
I like being called pretty.
Oh, okay.
You can call me pretty in different ways. Beautiful, French. You can say it in French, Oh my gosh, I'm so good. I like this stuff.
How do you say it in French? Do you know? Do you know how to say it in French?
Belle.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you like to be called pretty.
I like compliments. That'll catch my eye.
Got you.
But would it catch my heart or stuff like that?
Yeah.
God. I don't know.
Are you saying like God,
God
does, or as in like God? I don't know.
You got no God. You gotta be like really, 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 really real, like genuine, sweet. I like sweet people. You gotta be sweet, but you gotta be dominant, like dominantly sweet.
Got you. Dominantly sweet. If someone's dominantly sweet, then that means that they're kind of like a little bit too sweet, though, right? Because they're dominantly sweet.
No, Jesus, no. Like you gotta be a dominant person.
Okay.
Like you are the one that puts your foot down. You wear the pants. I'm gonna be like yes.
I do wear my pants.
I'm gonna be like yes. You gonna do? You have one of those people, but sweet.
Got you. Sounds good. All right. Well, thanks for
I love him
this
too,
video.
by the way.